Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Tuesday. Tuesday is ruled by Mars energy. Tuesday, February 20th, and the energies in the day adds up or reduced to number 3 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, we are rocking with the hummingbird energy. So the hummingbird energy and the energies in the day adding up to the number 3 vibration to me are so similar, so fitting, because the hummingbird energy deals with air. And when I think of air, I think of communication. And the number 3 energy is a communicative energy. So there's something today about communication. So with communication being a thing for today, I look to Mercury, and Mercury is squaring Uranus in Taurus. So Mercury is being squared. So the planet of communication is being squared today. So with the planet of communication being squared with Uranus and Taurus, to me, it brings me to the feeling of restriction when it comes to speaking or communicating. I feel like someone feeling like it's like they cannot speak freely. Like, you know, you're not free to express yourself or say whatever it is that's on your mind, or say it the way how you would like to say it. But it just feels like, you know, the saying where it's like, clip your beak, like there's some kind of a restriction to communication. And I could definitely see that with the day being the 20th. You know, February is the 2nd month. Today is the 20th. So I could see how maybe wanting to avoid hurting someone's feelings, but at the same time, we cannot we cannot tell the truth and avoid offending at the same time. So you got to ask yourself a question like, you know, what's more important? Expressing the truth, whatever the truth is, when it comes to this situation, or avoid offending. Also, what I'm thinking of right now is like comforts. Not just because the moon is in Cancer and is positively aspecting Uranus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, or also trining. So it's sextiling Uranus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, but it's trining Neptune and Pisces. And it brings me to comfort foods. Like in one of these, one of the videos from the past days, I mentioned popcorn. And it's almost like since I mentioned it, I can't get it out of my head, where it's like I'm thinking like, okay, after I'm done with these videos, I'm gonna go to the store and get myself some popcorn, which is so interesting how just me mentioning it is almost like staining it into my mind, where it's almost like the thought or that energy is living and now it wants to express itself through me. But no, it's just me being familiar. So when it comes to the energies in today, it just brings something about communication feels restricted, like I said. And then from that restriction, when it comes to communication information, we will try to find other outlets or ways of escapism to, you know, to escape the moment, because we're not able to express ourselves in it the way how we would like. And like I said, with the number 20 energy being so sensitive and emotional, maybe we're avoiding hurting someone's feelings, or maybe something was said that may have hurt our feelings. And then from that now, you know, we want to find other means or ways to kind of escape the reality that we're in, that whatever happened has left us in. Mars is the ruler of the day. Mars is our motivation. Mars conjuncts Venus and Pluto says that we are motivated by our values and the need to take control of ourselves, take control of our values, take control of ourselves, and even take control of our roles within our friend group. So, power struggles to a certain extent when it comes to motivation, with Mars being the ruler, and that's squaring Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So that brings me kind of similar. It brings me back to say yesterday's message. So maybe for those of you at work, or you don't even have to be at work, it could just be the industry that you're in where it might feel somewhat of power struggle when it comes to your peers or others. Yeah, your peers within that industry, whatever that industry is. It could be a conscious power struggle or maybe an unconscious power struggle in the sense that, say if you're a content creator yourself and today might be a day where it's like you look out in the world and you feel like in relation to your peers, you're not doing enough. You're far behind, or maybe something is being done a way that's different from the way how you do it. And because of that, you feel not called out, even if the person that's doing it doesn't even know you, but it's like a feeling of being singled out and then not being able to express yourself when it comes to that. So in a workplace setting, I could see a situation where, there's some kind of a power struggle when it comes to peers. And the power struggle feels like it challenges your integrity is coming to mind. So to me, like with the Pluto, Venus, Mars, like say all of that is happening within that group, and that's squaring Jupiter conjunct Uranus and Taurus. And to me, that square is like, say you're in Taurus and the group that you associate yourself with on the force is in Aquarius. So low key every day they go off and do things they have no business. And you over here in Taurus, it's like, their behavior is squaring you because it's like you don't want to go against them because there's going to be consequence to pay if you go against them because they're the majority. But at the same time, like they have you feeling like, not good about yourself as far as your values, and then feeling restricted and not feeling free or secure within yourself. So it's like there's a struggle when it comes to say the group you associate yourself with, and your values, your foundation, your core is like the skeletal system of what makes you up. So when it comes to okay, nice. So when it comes to the tarot, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. So the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position, this energy brings me to some kind of a new beginning. When it comes to say finances, maybe someone gets a new job today. And the number 3 energy also deals with that, where it's like a new beginning as far as some kind of a tangible outcome. So today is where you get the call back that you got the job, or today is where the check come in the mail that you've been waiting for. You get some kind of a sign or information pertaining to that. Or with this energy here, it's like today is the day where you're able to see some kind of structure, security, or stability pertaining to something that you've been reflecting on or trying to make happen for yourself. With Jupiter, with like say this energy to me would tie into like earth element, and I look at all the earth element on the chart, and that's Taurus. And Jupiter and Uranus is there. So the positive aspect is the moon. So say for someone, maybe your mom gives you some money, or some money comes in. You applied for a loan pertaining to your home and you got it today. Or you applied for a home and you got approved today. Something good when it comes to your home and money, and something to help you out as far as freedom. Yeah, or even say someone maybe applied for something for some kind of a medical situation and you got it today. But then the challenge pertaining to this brings me to back to them, that group that's up to no good in Aquarian energy, with Mars, Venus, and Pluto squaring Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. So that doesn't even matter though. But like, yeah, when it comes to the energies in today, something about communication and information. So maybe there's a delay when it comes to communication and information, but if you're waiting for or to hear back pertaining to something, you're going to hear back. You're going to hear back pertaining to it. Like, you're going to get the money. You're going to get approved. You're going to get the money. You're going to get approved. Or I think of someone turning over a new leaf, turning over a new page to build a more secure environment, to build a more secure experience. And that's going to work out. Like, today, something is coming in, and I feel like for a lot of people, it has to do with your home, or even your home education, health. And I guess that sums up pretty much everything. But it's like, yeah, you applied for this thing and it comes in. But at the same time, with Jupiter conjunct Uranus squaring everything in Aquarius, it just brings me to the feeling that even though these things come in, there's something about it where is this feeling where it's like, it feels like there's strings attached. There's like something comes in, but there feels like strings are attached in some way. Like, it ties me to something that feels like it's taking like a power struggle. It's like tied to something. It's like this thing comes in, but it feels like strings are attached. But at the end of the day, I guess it's all about how you work it and what you do with it. Like, say, for example, the thought that comes to mind is like, say some money comes in or whatever. And instead of taking it and going to buy like some labels and, you know, like, I think of like the whole PPP loan situation. It's like, instead of taking it and go flexing and stuff like that, like, okay, imagine like with the whole PPP loan situation, and say people did like, you know, take it and had no business getting it, but they took it and they applied for it and they got approved. And let's say instead they took that money and put it towards making their lives better in some way. So now fast forward, they ask for that money back. And I'm not laughing at anyone who was in that situation, but like, they're asking for it back. And it's like, you could give it back because it's like, you didn't take it to, you know, you didn't spend it on frivolous, unnecessary things to flex. Instead, maybe you use it to better yourself or something to that. And I remember the time when they were offering that. And for me as a business owner, like, you know, I'm more than qualified, but intuitively something said it was a trap. I'm not saying it is a trap or it was used as a trap, but I remember when it came out, my intuition said, it's a trap. It's a trap. Don't. And you don't need it. Like, even if I thought I did, my intuition's like, no, you don't. It's a trap. So it's like, now that I'm seeing things play out, I don't know if it was a trap for real, but for some people in today's situation, something feels like that, where it's not that it's a trap. It could be, depending on how you use it, but that's not the case for everybody's situation. Everybody's situation doesn't have strings attached to it. Everybody's situation, and how about enough, man, please, I'm not even gonna apologize for anything. But anyways, yeah, strings attached. It feels like something is offered, but there's some kind of a strings attached, and it doesn't have to be the case for everyone, like I said. But then it's all about how you use it, how you do it, like what you do with it. Like, an example that came to mind is, say, for example, someone applied when they had no business. They applied, they got the money, and they bought themselves a car. They never had a car before. They was taking a bus before. And even though they had no business applying, they applied, they got the money, now they got a car. Because of this car, they're able to make more money. They're able to better their lives. So from getting this car They're able to get a better job and even get 2 better jobs, because now instead of like having to wait on the bus and go from the bus terminal to the stop and all the back and forth, they're able to get it in. So it's like now they asking for this money back, and the person didn't know they would be asking for this money back, but they're asking for this money back. And this person's able to like easily just pay it back, like with the blink of an eye, because they used it properly. So it's like for some people, it might be that kind of a situation. So it's like, if you use it wisely, the strings attached don't have to be strings that entangle you into a situation. It's like the strings attached don't have to turn into like the chains on around the people's neck on the devil card, is what I'm getting. It's like for some, an opportunity or a situation will present itself, and it's all about how you use the opportunity. What do you do with the opportunity? Do you take the opportunity and go flex to impress people who don't give a damn about you in the first place, or who ain't thinking about you? And if they are, that's a shame, because they should be thinking about themselves. But it's like, are you going to use it for that, or are you going to use it to better yourself? So I feel like that's the thing. That's the thing that's being presented. What are you going to do with what is presented to you? And will you use it to be able to advance yourself, make yourself better in some way? But yes, with the energies in the day adding up to number 3 vibration, and the day being the 20th, that does bring me to the feeling of like, you know, like I said, emotional eating could be a thing, or instead of sitting with emotions can cause us to, you know, jump and do random things that's unnecessary. And also too, with the number 3 energy, the number 3 energy ties into like our curiosity and our imagination. Powerful, resourceful energy, that number 3 energy, but at the same time, it could cause us to be so restless, coming up with one idea after the next, to the point that like, you know, we're never seeing anything through. And where this energy comes in, and you pick up this money and call yourself opening up a nail salon when you ain't never did one nail in your whole life. And it's like, you thought it was a great idea because you know somebody else who did it or something like that. And it's like a waste. I don't know. For someone, it's like, for someone, it might be one person out there where it's like you come in on some money. Maybe there was a car accident or something, and you come in on some money, and it's like, this is an opportunity to make your life better. Or something happened and you come across some money, and it's like, this is an opportunity to make your life better. It's like your next move needs to be your best move, is what I'm getting. Your next move needs to be your best move. And with the energies in the day, it's so easy to come up with like all these random ideas that appear to be great ideas, but really they're a waste of money and a waste of energy. Your next move needs to be your best move. Such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a natal chart awareness coaching session with me, or check out my exclusive contents only available on Patreon, also becoming a part of the monthly meetup group on Patreon, the links to book with me and join Patreon are in the description box below. Before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a yellow heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.